joining us this evening for a night of celebration, leave-taking, and ceremony. It's been quite a year, hasn't it? Yes. I believe when I first took office as president, gas was still under $3. A lot has changed since then. But what hasn't changed is our unwavering commitment to our ideals, service above self. Each generation of Rotarians must define what it means to be a Rotarian. I'm honored to have had the opportunity to shape the Rotary legacy as president. I'm even more thrilled for the stewardship of our club under incoming president, Julian Hattas. The other thing I wanted to do tonight is share 3 simple lessons that I learned while serving as Rotary President. The first thing I learned is leadership isn't about being the guy. I used to always think that being president meant you were the guy, the head honcho, the macaroni and cheese. In fact, when you grow up like I did, underestimated because you didn't get the best test scores, made to feel small because of an heavy immigrant accent, I didn't sound or look like the other kids. It's easy to fall in love with the idea of being the guy. But what I learned is that when you see Patrice Gervais, outgoing president of Westbury Carle Rotary, you're really seeing Fred Scheinfeld and his beliefs in getting everyone involved. When you see me, Patrice Gervais, outgoing president, see Rick Wilkins and his conviction for thinking big and going above and beyond. When you see me, Patrice Gervais, you also may recognize the hardest working woman in show business, Joanne Davis, her timeless work ethics and commitment. And when you see me, Patrice Gervais, you see Rob McDonald for his passion and energy. What I'm saying is that nobody succeeds by themselves. And the mentors that I just mentioned have not only shaped me as a person, but as a man and a human being. You made my service to Rotary the best experience of my life. So everyone, let's give them a round of applause. My success is your success. My victories are your victories. The second thing I learned is that will matters. In 1962, 20 years before the doctor spanked me on the butt, JFK wanted to put a man on the moon. He went to NASA's top aerospace engineer, a very, very smart guy with every bit of brains. When John Fitzgerald Kennedy asked him, what will it take to put a man on the moon? The engineer simply replied, the will to do it. Let's face it, folks. These days, we're asked to do more with less. Our pockets are skinny. The budgets are on a diet. Isn't that right? What separated our Rotary Club from other organizations was the will to do it. We've persevered and had a tremendous year because of the will to do it. When we realized a few days before the art auction that we only had 50 RSVPs, well short of our goal, Joanne didn't panic. She rallied us to work even harder, and we met our fundraising goals of thousands while seating over 120 guests. She had the will to do it. When we realized a week before the day of the races, we're nowhere close to the 50 tickets we set as our goal, Florence Vasquez, who bravely championed this pilot event, did not panic. She rallied us on the way to 50 tickets, and this was one of our most profitable events. Why? Because she had the will to do it. When I look at the urgent question of our time, how will Rotary stay relevant in a period of rapid change? The answer is simple: the will to do it. The third thing I learned is the importance of relationships. The most rewarding experience for me serving as Rotary President was a group exchange program. This year I housed a gentleman named Raul Carle. Raul and I had more in common than you could ever imagine. Same age, same dashing good looks, both the oldest sons, both great cooks. As I would prepare Haitian Creole chicken, he would make his risotto, with tomato sauce. Risotto with tomato sauce. I was impressed with his tomato sauce. So much that next year I will visit Raul in his villa in Italy. Our relationship taught me that no matter how far on the map we may be, we can always close the distance between our hearts and our mind. So these are the three things that I learned. You don't have to be the guy. Will matters in relationships. Julian, I hope you're paying attention. I'll be testing you later. So Julian, this is your man on the moon moment. Your chance to take our club to new heights. And before I say farewell, always remember, ask not what Rotary could do for you, but what you could do for Rotary. God bless. Thank you.